just another video. Oh no. Oh, that. Bill, we need you to live stream again.
I already told you, I'm retired.
No, you don't understand. It's back.
My God.
God, could you at least put some clothes on?
There's only one thing I need to wear. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody. I have returned.
Hi, everybody! I am so excited to be back, and it's funny, I didn't really think I would be, but I'm like really excited. I've been looking forward to this all day long. So I am just gonna jump immediately into the first drink because that just sounds awesome, right? So first off, I know many of you guys at home, hopefully you can hear me, tell them, give me a little mic check, let me know everything's good. More often than not, I talk like crazy and then the mic is not even on. But let me tell you guys, if you're at home and you have a number of whiskeys in front of you and you are attempting, thanks Clifton, you are attempting to choose one. So here's the deal. If you have between 1 and 5, I want you to pick number 2. If you have between 1 and 10, I want you to pick number 6. If you have between 1 and 40, Steve, I want you to pick number 27. And if you have anything more than that, pick it random like I do. So, anyway, first off, hi everybody. I'm so excited to see you all again. Let's get this thing going. I know you saw... all of my prep for the show today, and I am going to take off the power glove because despite it being awesome, super hard to click things, and I've got a lot to click. I'm going to be doing some clicking. All right, so we have the Compass Box Magic Cask, which for those of you that don't know, Compass Box is a blend. They are some of the best blenders out there, in my opinion. I'm going to go full. I'm going to go full Monty. Boom. There we go. What'd you guys think of that intro? I saw some lulz coming in. Oh, when I put the list up, the audio drops. Good to know. All right, give me 3 seconds. Boom. It's because I didn't add the audio to the scene. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, I will talk about the dog in just a moment. Need to get myself up with some images here because I spent way too long last night getting these. And I need to do it. All right, so we've got the Wheel of Doom folder here. We've got bottle images, and we've got Compass Box Magic Cask. Boom. All right, so this is what this guy looks like here. That's quite the look. One thing I will always give Compass Box is their images and their art and their everything about that. Like, it makes me want to buy their stuff. I'm already drunk. I love you. A brutal kitty. I love you too. I always come over-prepared. Yes, I sure... Well, so speaking of over-prepared, 59, now 58, drams on the Wheel of Doom tonight. So I think that's pretty good. Yeah, Compass Box, best labels in the business. Love it. All right, so we've got the Compass Box. I'm going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're going to do what I'm calling the old browser webcam here, and I know it's not quite lined up right. I will fix that too. So what I did, I wanted to... not depend on my own taste, because as I've talked about 100 times, my tastes when I'm doing a stream, not quite as good as they could be. It's just not my time to focus, so I'm going to actually go to the professionals, and I'm going to kind of line up what I'm getting versus what they're getting. However, despite the fact that I just brought this up, I haven't looked yet, so I am going to do kind of an initial little nosing and then a tasting, see what I think, and then I'm going to compare it to the professionals' notes and see if they're full of crap. So Kalen, I agree. I've never been disappointed by a Compass Box. Drink all 59. You have 54 minutes. Go. I love it. Yeah, Jonathan C. I'd like to see you. He says I was very pasty in that intro. He's not wrong. that may have been taken today. So, you know, it's been a long winter. Corona's been a thing. All right. So anyway, when I'm smelling this initially, actually, oddly enough, the nose on this, not super powerful. It is 46%, so I was expecting a little bit more of a substance, I guess you want to call it. Little something. Eric, wait, my brother. Nice to see you. No, Jonathan, nobody wants to see that. Zopher, nice to see you too, and everybody else who's here too. I'd shout you all out. I just I don't want to be doing that, but I do want to just say hi to everybody who shows up. So thank you. And I do have a I need to just shut up and get to drink it. All right. So when I'm smelling this, I'm smelling apple for sure. A little bit of peach actually. Maybe a little bit of grassiness. The whole thing is very light and effervescent, but it's very springtime-ish to me. All right, let's go ahead and have a taste. Cheers to being back to live streaming and all of you. Okay, the taste makes up for it. While I'm going over this real quick, let me know in the chat what you guys ended up picking at random for yourselves. Oh boy, that 46 came in strong. It came like a few seconds later. So flavor here is actually interesting. So this is not the first thing I got. I'm still working on that. But one thing that is sticking out to me actually is butterscotch. So I'm thinking that this must have some pretty heavy bourbon influence towards in whatever they've aged this in. Drinking Four Roses tonight. Which one? I'm gonna guess small batch. No, I'm gonna guess single barrel. I'm guessing single barrel. All right. So on the taste, the ABV is starting to settle down just a little bit. John Kranz picked number 30 for you early. Glenda Lowe 25. Well, he picked better than 27. I'm guessing. Just the regular. Okay. Well, then no wonder you're drunk. That stuff goes down easy. All right. So let's see what I'm gonna make this a little bigger so you guys can see it. Oh, geez. I just realized I'm not even on this window. Whoops. Sorry about that. Well, I don't think anybody's complaining about not seeing my silly face. But let me grab this. This is what happens, you know, live. There we go. I'm going to hide the video cap. Cool. All right. And I'm going to move my little self down here. I like me better down there. All right. Doing this all live. Here we go. So what do we got? A whole bunch of bullshit. Let's check out their recipe fact sheet. Boom. What do we got? Flavor profile. Aromas of marmalade and chai. Tea spices with hints of plum. Ripe golden dessert apples. Apples, yeah, for sure. Dominate the luscious palate. Supported by oaky richness. Flavors of toffee and cocoa powder are also conjured up. I'm going to retract my butterscotch and say that's probably the toffee that they're talking about. Now, marmalade and chai. All right, so I'm going to do something I don't typically do. As I'm already doing something I don't typically do. I'm going to read the note, and I'm going to taste, and I'm going to see if I can taste for that. So let's try that. No Name 3 is such a beautiful bottle. Yeah, I agree. Drinking seltzer, neat. All right. No marmalade. But I do see what they're talking about when they're saying chai. And that's an interesting thing because I don't typically pick up, like I get this flavor a lot, but I don't normally identify it as chai. Now I've only had chai tea like maybe a couple times ever. Maybe I need to. But all right, let's try this only because I'm going to look back at the chat later. If anybody out there drinks chai tea, like I'm game to get something good. What do I want to buy if I'm getting chai tea? I don't want to buy like equipment and stuff. Like I understand this is a contradictory statement, but there must be some sort of like a instant or some sort of low effort version of chai. It doesn't have to be instant. Some sort of low effort version of chai tea. Apples and chai, kind of weird, you know? Yeah, chai is the little bit I've had of it, I like it, but I do totally see the chai now that I'm having this and reading that. Oh, Starbucks has chai. Perfect. I'll get it tomorrow. That sounds great. I spend way too much money at Starbucks. I am so white. Flavors of toffee and cocoa powder are also conjured up. Now let's see. Do I get the cocoa powder? Maybe on the drying. You know how. I mean, I talk to you guys like you don't know all this stuff, but whatever. Maybe there's some people who are just watching this for the first time tonight. When whiskey dries on your palate, there is often a different flavor that you can get. And I like to consider it more like when you inhale through your mouth after the whiskey is out of, you've swallowed it, but it's still kind of in there. And that can present a different flavor too. I think that's where the cocoa is. People will say finish. What do you guys think? I tend to think of finish as the way it kind of sits in almost like the back of your throat, or if there's a really good lingering flavor on your tongue. But I guess I probably should, but I don't typically consider that breathing in out thing to be part of the finish. It should be, because it's the finish, but I don't know. Anyway. All right. So let's have another sip of this. A Brutal Kitty got a promotion plus an extra raise, so while he might be only drinking 4 roses, he's kind of celebrating. All right, well, a Brutal Kitty, I'm going to pick... You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to pick the next one here. Nah, I'm going to drink this for another minute, but when I do have the next one, the next cheers is for you. I'm setting aside the rest of that Glendalough for later. Number 27 is an independent bottle, Auchentoshan, 21... Jeez, Steve, I know you have good stuff, but, like, is everything that kind of quality? Wow. Donner Pass had the Orchard House. By the way, this is very much for anybody watching. This is absolutely a I talk, you talk. We have a communication. This is like a hangout. So put anything you want in the chat. Let's start a conversation. Let's discuss something. I'm going to take a little tangent here while you guys are kind of doing whatever you want. And those were days 22 and 25. Oh, okay. Makes sense. So let me talk about barley. So I got a dog. Some of you probably saw the couple of posts I did. Of course, I put him in a tuxedo because he's a fancy gentleman. And so I got a dog, and of course I had to name him Barley because, of course. So I really, really wanted to name him after something whiskey, and I had like a couple of decent names, but most of them weren't things I'd want to yell. For instance, I didn't want to be like, "Hey, Dickel, get back here!" So ultimately, I kind of was like, well, I don't want to name him like Bloody Butcher. So Barley is what I ended up landing on. Now, I had dogs growing up, as I imagine many of you probably did or probably do still. And I loved having a dog as a kid, but getting a puppy is like the worst thing ever, at least for me. He's finally calming down. He was born on January 19th. So what is it? It's June 1st. So I don't know. He's like 4.5 months old. Finally a little better. And I actually just went for a run with him right before the stream started. For like, I don't know, probably an hour before the stream started, I took a little run. So puppy is doing well. Thank you for asking. All right, let's kick this guy back. Overall, Compass Box, Magic Box. I should do this. Boom. Compass Box, Magic Box. Overall, I would be happy to have that bottle. I think that would be... I don't know what the price is, and maybe I'll get that for another time. I liked it. I think it was pretty good. I actually have 2 of these, oddly enough, on here. I think Matt actually sent me 2 of these. So anybody who wants to, Matt from the Whiskey Crusaders, he actually filled up probably about half of this tray, the Wheel of Doom here. So I thank him profusely for that. Now the other half is sent in by you guys. So if anybody out there has any cool samples that you'd really like to send along, let me know, and we can make that happen. All right. A Brutal Kitty. Can I drink an Isla for you? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I, of course, put my pen away. Only because I'm going to forget. I'm going to take a little note. So, I-S-L-A-Y, Isla. A Brutal Kitty. All right, so if I pick an Isla out of here, it's all you. All right, let's pick number 2. We are 17 minutes in, and I'm only getting to number 2. Holy crap, I need to hurry up. Let's pick it up. Wheel of Doom. Audio's working this time. Cool. All right. Oh. It's tough. I want to, I got to hang up high because some of these are taller than others, so I'm going to pick this one. Ooh. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited about all of these. All right. So this guy is, let's get this up here. Boom. We've got the, oh boy, the Amrut Triparva. I'm going to go with Triparva. I don't know what this is worth, but I'm guessing it's probably not cheap. It's 50% Indian whiskey, of course, because Amrut. But let's see what we've got. So I'm going to pour this before I, head over there. I've got so many notes. I was up till 2 a.m. this morning doing all of the things to make this stream ready to go. I like to look at my face. There we go. You guys might not too, but I like to look at my face. So I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. All right, let's pour this. Alrighty. Hey, we got 42 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. I hope your enemies are not having a wonderful night. All right, so right now we are drinking the Amrut Triparva. Triparva. Reminds me of Farva. Shenanigans. All right. What do we got? Ooh, I like that on the nose. So Matt, if you have an opinion about this one, which I'm sure you do, keep it to yourself just for the moment. But I am absolutely going to quiz you on your preferences here. Yes, it's Indian, definitely. Did I say something different? I might have said something different. Amrut is Indian, one of the two major Indian whiskeys. The other one being Paul John. There's others, of course. There's what's the other one? Ramper. That's one. There's a few others, but the big ones: Paul John, Amrut. Pretty much anything from either one of them I would recommend. Paul John has sent me more bottles, so I like them a little better. But mostly actually because I've had more of their stuff. They have more variety, I feel. Amrut has some variety, but I think Paul John is actually trying to do something, whereas Amrut's just like, hey, we make really good stuff. Keep drinking slightly different versions of it. Thanks for that, Taylor. Appreciate that. All right, so when we are nosing this is, let me ask, has anybody out there other than Matt had the Amrut Triparva? I really can't say that without thinking of Farva. Hey, Mamuka, thank you very much. I want to wish everyone, including Bill, health, happiness, and peaceful sky now and forever. Ooh, that's beautiful. Mamuka, 1977. So you're 6 years older than me. Should make you 45. You're old. I'm just kidding. I actually just turned 39. What is it? Like 20 days ago, something like that. So I'm approaching 40, and I'm gonna shut up and stop talking for a sec and drink this whiskey, and then I will continue to ramble. All right. Oh yes, no, I will get to that in a moment. All right, talking about this. So you know how I've often referred to just Indian spice. There is always this quality with Indian whiskey, and they all have it. It's very similar to saying something is like pot still, like you taste it and you're like, that is a pot still whiskey. When you taste an Indian whiskey, you know it's an Indian whiskey. Every single Indian whiskey has this very special, subtle thing to it. And it's not even subtle. It's almost defining. It's like drinking a Speyside. Like you just know. So, all right. Anyway, let's go ahead and have a sip of this. No, there's got to be something else I could pick out other than those here. Yeah, I would agree with that, Matt. For Taylor, if you like Scotch, I would point them more towards the Paul John than the Amrut. I think Amrut is fantastic, especially their cask strength. But I think Paul John probably a little bit better. If I had to pick one or the other. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and just have a taste of this. Cheers. Oh, nope, this one's not an Isla. So cheers. So far, a little. Ooh, actually, I was about to say something bad about it, but the aftertaste is pretty good. What am I getting here? What the hell is that? I'm really not sure. I think I did do a blind Paul John versus Amrut, or maybe no, I don't think I did a blind, but I did do the two of them together. I think I did the cask strength of 2 of them or something like that. Video actually did fantastic. There's lots of Indian people who watch my channel, and cheers to you. All right, so let's figure out what's going on here. I'm almost a little worried because I'm getting some bits of like dish soap, but I know these glasses are cleaned. I cleaned them all right before, just with water actually, because they were already clean, but they sit on the shelf for a while. I rinsed them out, so it's not from the glass. And typically when you get dish soap on any whiskey, it means that they didn't cut it right, which makes me a little worried. But I'm thinking maybe I just need to, I don't know, take a little sip of water or something. Let's see. Yeah, Amroot peated cask strength. Have I had that one? I don't know. I don't think so, actually. I might have had a sample of it. But, all right, let's try again. Jonathan C., I'm going to tell you exactly which one you should get. In my opinion, this guy right here. This is the Paul John Classic Select cask. It is going to be different because it's, it's basically like a single barrel. But I think this is the one I would tell you to try. Don't go for the Nirvana. The Nirvana is super cheap, which is tempting, and it's fine, but it's not the one that I would sell you on. Either this one or, if you'd rather listen to Matt than me, which is probably a good idea, you could go with the regular Amroot. All right. Anyway, so let me just get this one out of here. All right. So, yeah, you know what so somebody said this is a healthy pour. So what I do is I limit the stream to an hour, because then I just drink a ton and it doesn't hit me until after I turn off the stream. It's when I do 2-hour streams that you guys see a fun show. All right, so I'm going to read what Eric wrote because he put it more eloquently than I could. So, well, I guess I probably could have said that. I actually know this part, but I love the word saponification, so I'm going to read this anyway. If you bring down the ABV too quickly, it causes saponification, which turns fat, oil, or lipid into soap, which, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So, thank you for that, Eric, actually. I didn't have that right on the tip of my tongue, so appreciate that. I don't know. This one's not doing it for me, Matt. I'm getting what it's going for, but when I've had so many other things from Amroot that I think are better, I don't know what this one's worth. I don't know what you paid for this, but even at the 50%, like, I don't know. This doesn't do it for me. It's kind of one tone. But let's see what they say. Although I will say that I've been mostly disappointed with, okay, the link I found is actually not at amroot.com, which is good. So let's see. We've got triple distilled single malts. All right. Bottle tasting notes. What do we got? Salted caramel and coconut vanilla custard. I don't think so, but let me water this down just a tad. I love that. Matt, I love when we're on the same page. So Matt says it's his least favorite Amroot for $100. That makes me super happy. Saponification gets you extra points in Scrabble. Yeah, I bet it would. All right. Even after adding water, really the nose isn't changing whatsoever. The taste might, so we'll see. But anyway, they say salted caramel and coconut vanilla custard. I'm going to make this a little bigger for all of you at home, playing along at home. Peach, melon. Nah. Screw this. This is bullshit. Sweet oranges. All right. Taste. Fruit cocktail. Creamy peach and melon. All right. So they're basically saying, you know what they're doing? Well, I can't say what they're doing, but you know what I think they're doing? There are things that happen when you make Indian whiskey, especially in Bangalore or Bengaluru. Everything tends to taste very tropical or very fruity, but it's not fruity like apples, peaches, pears. It's fruity like pineapple, mango, apricot, somewhat. I think that they're just clinging onto that concept. Like they're saying fruit cocktail, right? Creamy peach, melon, syrup followed by plantain, orangey. They're full of it. You know how like you guys are always like, hey, you don't judge other. I judge other people's tasting notes all the time. I mean, people can judge mine too. A lot of times they're oversimplified, but you know, maybe that's for a reason. So, adding a little bit of water does improve the taste of this for sure. And I'm seeing what they're calling peach. I would not identify it as much if I didn't see these notes. So, on to the next whiskey. I like that, Brutal Kitty. Let's do it. Boom. Here I am. Back in the saddle again. So, I'm going to pick one. Hopefully it's going to be an Isla. All right. Boom. Oh, wait. No, I got to click the button first. Wheel of Doom. Now, slap. All right. What are you? Oh, all right. So this one's going to be a fun one. I love that I get to know before you guys do. Like, you all really want to know what this is. So, let's do this. Because some of you will recognize this right away. Some of you will have no idea what's happening. Right. Here we go.
It's the cream of the crop. Oh, yeah. You got the cream of the crop. It rises to the top.
So this was the... I'm not going to pour this whole thing because it's wicked high ABV. 123.14, which, Jason, I love you. So this one is from the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club. I think that's what they call it. If you are not familiar with the Mash and Drum or My Bourbon Journey, Scott, then you should be, first off. But second, they do all these picks, and they are all fantastic. And I really, like, I've never heard a bad thing about any of their picks. So I'm actually very excited about this, but I'm probably not going to do it much service, but we shall see. All right. I am, however, going to... yeah, here we go. I do have some notes on this because I think this ABV is going to kill me. All right. So let's... Man, I feel like everybody but me has done a barrel pick with Jason. However, he just announced the other day, if any of you aren't aware, I have a second channel called Dungeons and Drams. And it's me, Jason Clifton from Bourbon Bites, Ed from the Rocket Review, and Molly, my friend Molly, who has a blog on type 1 diabetes. And all five of us play Dungeons and Dragons. And it's honestly like really, really fun. I'm having a blast with it, and it's a ton of work, which is fun. But I really don't mind. Like it's a new passion, so I'm like really into it. So if you're interested at all, it'll be very easy to find. Just search for Dungeons and Drams, or if anybody feels so inclined, feel free to drop a link in the chat. But the reason I'm bringing this up, other than that Jason is on there with me, is he just mentioned last night, thank you very much, pinch hitter, he just mentioned last night that, you know, we might be looking into doing a D&D pick, which I have some really fun names for. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and sample this, because I saw the chat blow up when I pulled this one. Ooh, it smells good. Have I had Westland before? I'm not sure. Oh, it smells really good. It smells like very malty, but it's no. You know what? This is reminding me of oh, what is it? It's reminding me of a craft distillery that I did really, really early on. Wow, I'm digging this one up out of nowhere. Sons of Liberty. They're from Rhode Island, and I have no idea if they still exist or not. I like to hope that they do because I like their stuff. And they had this extremely malty kind of a rye situation going on. Now, I don't know what this is. 8-year-old American single malt. Okay, so with a screw top. I'm wondering if, you know what? I'm going to test something here. Hopefully I have some left. I don't think I do. Oh, I do. All right, here's my Balcones single malt whiskey. Let's see. It's hard to smell. Maybe. Not nearly as much though. So this one came to mind too. This is the Corsair American single malt whiskey. This one came to mind as being potentially... No, not at all. But one more, and then I'll take a sip. I'm getting like a lot of rye when I smell this. Yes, that's what it is. All right, so this is an American rye malt whiskey. It uses, if I remember, a weird pepper, chocolate, and oak, but they have some sort of funky rye that they use, if I remember correctly. Malted rye and chocolate rye. I think that's just what it was. I think at the time when I first had this, I had never heard of chocolate rye. That's what's kind of reminding me of this. Now I'm curious if is there? No, I guess it's just. I think it's just me. No, all right. I mean, it's a single malt, so I mean it's going to be. I don't know. All right, whatever. I'm gonna have a sip. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, Matt, because I'm like, it's a single malt, but then I was also like, well, it's also got Macho Man Randy Savage on the front. Like, is there something else going on here? And I mean, the rules around naming things in the U.S. are still not super solid, so I wasn't quite sure. Anyway, this smells incredible. Sure, Mamuka, why not? Some parentheses. All right, cheers, guys. Oh, that's so good. Damn it, Jason. Oh, man, that's really good. All right, stream's over. I'm just going to go leave and just drink this. That's incredible. I'm going to leave that for after the stream. Awesome job. Holy crap. Wow. All right, so let me at least try to give you something with this. So Balcones was one of my favorite. Oh, did you do that one as well, Matt? I didn't think you. Mash and Journey Whiskey. Oh, thanks to the Whiskey Crusaders. Jeez, I didn't even see your name on there. Holy crap! Yeah, no wonder it's good. I mean, between the two of you guys, I love it. I love it. Bill's off to the hot tub with Glencairn. It wouldn't be the first time. Not even the first time today. Oh, actually, I drank from the bottle earlier today. But anyway, let me just tell you, this is super malty and like just it's delicious in its simplicity. And when you mix the high ABV with that really high, just very malty, delicious flavor, it sings. Like, it just goes together so well. Sometimes when you have those high ABV, it's all you taste. In this one, you're overpowered by the malt to the point where it's a good thing. It's almost hiding the high ABV, and it's just delicious. 8-year-old American single malt, just love it. Awesome job. All right, let's move along though, because I've got Johnny Walker's in this thing. It's just get out of here. All right, let's try something different. I love dropping the bottle. I had to rewatch that on the replay because I just wanted to see it myself. All right, let's go ahead and do this. All right, cover the eyes. Come on, Isla. I have like 12 Islas on here. There should be one I can pick. Real Spirits. Oh, this is the one I had to this is one I had to actually text Matt last night. Now, we've talked a few times about how Matt has terrible handwriting. It's almost like not even that funny of a joke anymore, but I truly couldn't even read it, and I had to text him to ask him what it said. Where is this? Oh, Real AL. Of course. Real Spirits, I have to look here in order to say what it says. Real Spirits Straight Malt Cask Strength. Okay. Because people love to kill me here. Let's see. R. Where are you? There you are. Oh, it's Texas. Awesome. Cool. So there's the bottle for you. Let's go ahead and crack her open. The very worst single malt you ever bought was a Westland. Oh, that's sad to hear. That's a heavy pour. Good for me. All right, let's catch up with the chat for just a sec. So, Westland's great stuff. Blah, blah, blah. The actual pick. Yes, I have a bottle. It's delicious. I think I see some Pabst Blue Ribbon whiskey back there. You sure do. Funny thing happened the other day. So on the D&D stream. So I had the PBR whiskey over off camera because I had been drinking it the previous couple nights because I'm trying to kill the bottle off. And sorry, I got distracted. I tried to kill the bottle off. So I had it just off stream, and when we started the game, we always talk about what we were going to be drinking that night. So Ed pulls up the PBR. I was just like, holy crap, I have it right here. So I just grabbed it, and it, first off, why would that be so close? And then Clifton actually went over and got his as well. So of all things, we were all just drinking PBR whiskey on the stream. So pretty fun. It's not great. So Brutal Kitty, where are you? All right. So let's see what the deal is with this guy. So I only have a Total Wine thing about this. So it's Texas, 45%, rich cinnamon complex. Oh, that's a heck of a tasting note. Oh, what would you say it is? It's rich. It's cinnamon. Fairly complex. You still haven't tried PBR? Well, you're not missing out. All right. Texas Real Spirit Signature Whiskey, distilled twice. All right. In a hand-hammered copper pot still and aged in charred American. Okay. So it sounds good in Texas heat. All right, let's see how this one goes. I'm going to go back to here. You know what I need? I need one of those little things that lets me just change the scenes with a button push. Yeah, pinch hitter. I like to say that PBR gave the whiskey a swirly through the whiskey barrel and then called it a day. Oh, okay. Good to hear. So actually, Matt just corrected me. He says that this bottle is not what I just showed or what I'm showing here. It's a distillery only cask strength release. So this should be a little bit better than what I was just showing, but that's okay. It should be, at least in the same ballpark. All right. Trying to get anything other than just alcohol and like cinnamon, which is funny because I was just laughing about them pointing out cinnamon and being rich, and that's exactly what I just said. I was like, oh, it's full-bodied and it's cinnamon. Maybe I should, do notes before I make fun of others first. What's the next number for me? 1 through 40. 27 and 30 already used. 1. Go for number 1. Was Ed peeking through the hole in the barrel? Yes, he sure was. I have an old Potrero distillery somewhere on here. All right, so I'm really loving the smell of this, but I can't tell you why. Because, that's the only reason I'm here is to tell you exactly why, and I can't do it. Ardbeg Dark Cove committee release. Hell yeah, Steve. Nice. Awesome. All right, what do we got? We have... I have no clue. Let's try a taste. Cheers. Wow. I like that a lot. That like changed my voice. That's really good. Oh man. All right. So what do I even call this? It's very much a Texas whiskey. I can tell you that. It's got a very similar flavor to, maybe like the Iron Root Icarus, but I don't have a ton of Texas whiskey bottles, so it's tough. I've had them all at the Bastards Ball, but this has something, it's almost like dirty to it. And it's not just the cask strength. It's almost got like this ashiness on the finish. It's almost like dirty. Yeah, like it's not earth though. Not earthy. Now killing a sample of Remus Repeal Batch 4, also from Bill. Nice. Whiskey Dick, your cheeks are getting rosy. Yeah, probably. All right, let me take down this this image here because it's big. All right. So while I'm just kind of maybe letting this breathe for a sec, let me tell you guys a couple of things. Are you saying you need a Texas Whiskey Wheel of Doom someday? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. All right, so let me tell you guys a couple of things. So I mentioned I'm doing the summer of streaming, right? So the whole point is I want to break from making regular videos because it takes a lot of time. But I don't want to stop. So I decided to pick back up streaming because streaming's kind of fun. And so I've got a few different things planned for kind of like these very special events, and then I'm going to be doing the Wheel of Doom as well over the course of the summer. So I will be letting you guys know. No worries. If you're in the Discord, you'll be finding out about it before anybody else. If you're in the Patreon, you'll be finding about it before anybody else. But shameless plugs aside, I've got some really cool stuff lined up for this summer because I really want to have fun with these live streams and really reinvigorate myself. So, one of the first ideas that I have is I want to do a thing. I haven't quite figured out exactly how I'm going to run it, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. I'm going to call it blend my bar, blend my bottles, blend my something. And the idea is I'm going to have an Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets with every whiskey that I have. And your job is to pick 2, 3, 4 of them, any combination, in different parts of what you think I should blend together. And I'm going to pick 3 each time I'm doing a stream, and I'm going to put them head to head. And whoever produces the best blend is going to win a prize. Because that sounds like a lot of fun to me. So I'm going to call it Blend My Bar, or Blend Bill's Bar, or something like that. Anyway, so that's one of the ideas I have, and I think that's going to be a really, really fun one. Now, you might be like, hey, you should, mix your Proper 12 and your Black Velvet and your Johnny Walker Red. Unfortunately, if that's the one I pick, then I'm going to have to do it. But let's try to make some good stuff, too. Blend my dram. I like that. A couple of weeks ago, I met up with Roy in Glasgow. Nice. I always thought it was the white balance on his camera, but no, he is a pink man. Wonderful pink man. Love it. When was the last time you had a Jack and Coke? Very recently. Very recently. Like less than 2 weeks ago? Something like that. Yeah, I still have, that's definitely my what do you call it? Guilty pleasure, I guess. For a guy that has this behind him, I still have Jack and Cokes fairly regularly. All right. So I'm really, really enjoying this whiskey, Matt. Is there regular stuff, their non-cast strength? Is it any good? Is it pretty good? Balcones True Blue on a Tales of an Ardbeg 10 is outstanding. That sounds kind of cool. I'm enjoying this one a lot. It's very, very high ABV, though. I think I might have to drink this one after the stream as well. I want to get through at least 2 more. So it's 9:45. I've gone through 4 so far. Those of you that are maybe late to the game, I started with the Compass Box Magic Cask. Then I moved on to the Amrit Triparva. Spent some time on that. And then I did the Westland 901 Cask Strength. It's 123.14 proof, which was a barrel pick from the Mash and Journey and the Whiskey Crusaders. And then I did Real Spirits Straight Malt Cask Strength at 58%. Yeah, man, I'm with you, Steve A. I would be very hesitant to finish off that sample, too. It's quite tasty, too, but Cask Strength Distillery only is their best. Okay, good to know. Let's pick another. This is super fun. I love picking. All right, let's see. I must equip the glove for this one. It is important. It's about standards. It's funny how good I've gotten at putting on the power glove. All right, here we go. Closing the eyes, reaching across and grabbing some stuff. Ooh, this one's half empty. You know what? I'm going to put this one back. This is the Johnny Walker 200th Anniversary Celebration Edition. So this one I've already picked on a previous stream. I actually didn't mean to put this one on the wheel. But after the few cast strengths that I just had, I also think that one would just not hold up. So let me try one more time. Whatever I pick, I'm drinking. That was my mulligan for the night. All right, this one should be good. I haven't had one like this yet tonight. So let's go ahead and put this one. Super hard to scroll a mouse with the power glove on. Cool. Let's do this. Boom. So we've got the Balvenie 15 single barrel, 15-year sherry cask, 47.8% ABV. All right, let's pull another glass. You know what? I'm gonna do a damn fine dram. As the sobriety decreases, the power glove returns. That is true. It is almost always the way. All right. So, let me know in the chat if you have picked up one of my whiskey dictionaries, one of the little books that I make. Have you found it useful? Is there any improvements that you think I could make to it? If you have something like lengthy that you want to suggest, write me an email, because I think I'm going to place another order for some more books. I ran out, or I should say I sold out, and I'd like to get some more, and people have been asking for them. So yeah, Zopher wants one. I know that for sure. So anyway, let me know if there's anything that you think that could be improved about the books, and I'll consider it. All right, so let's go ahead. I love a good sherried scotch. This one's going to be totally just an enjoyment for me, and the fact that it's cask strength, yeah, man. Mamuka, thank you very much. Yeah, so I sell these glasses. You could just check out my store. It's at thewhiskeydictionary.com. Click the little button that says shop. There's all kinds of stuff there, although I'm sold out of a few things. So the glasses that I do, I will just toot my own horn here. That is the worst saying. I will plug my own stuff for a sec. So I found somebody who makes extremely deep etching on their glasses, and to my knowledge, none of the other whiskey tubers do this. Or there's like one other person, I won't tell you who I gave that contact to. All the other guys, what happens is, unfortunately, after you wash it in the dishwasher a bunch of times, the etching starts to fade. This is crisp and clear and has been washed a lot of times. So, anyway. All right, let's see what we've got. So we've got, no, not Balcones. Scroll, Balvenie. I read that whiskey is bad for your health, so I gave up reading. I have one of the dictionary books, but with the whiskey challenge, I have the PDF on my laptop to do those to add on. Yeah, for sure. I get that, Taylor. I'm not surprised. I thought it was good to give that as a PDF. I thought that would be useful to people. All right, so we've got a single barrel 15, matured exclusively in single European oak sherry, but for at least 15 years. Blah, blah, blah. 47.8%. Oloroso sherry. Okay. Okay, so there's less than 800 bottles of this particular whiskey out there. So that's super cool. All right, let's give this a shot. That's interesting. Oh, that's really cool. All right, so let me walk you through this, because that was an experience. So we've all had sherried scotch. I would make that assumption about most of you. When you have sherried scotch, typically you taste the sherry, and that's it. But what this does differently is, because it's cask strength, the ABV really carries the scotch more so than the sherry, so it doesn't get overpowered as much. But in the finish, the finish is delicate, like really delicate. I'm used to a higher cask strength. You taste it in the finish. You enjoy the flavor of the normal first, like, sip, but the finish is usually where you just get beaten by the cask strength. This one's the exact opposite. Actually, no, it's not the exact opposite, because it doesn't beat you at all with the cask strength. It's mostly scotch with a hint of sherry, and then the cask strength it's there. You recognize it, but it flows. It's very balanced. It's very smooth, and it doesn't beat you up at the end. I like this a lot. Wow. I will say, this does not carry the flavor profile of the Balvenie, though. I'm tasting this, and I would not have guessed this was a Balvenie at all. So I think that's maybe okay, considering I'm not like a huge fan of Balvenie. I've only had a couple of them, and they're like okay. The 12 is, is it the 12? No, the double something or other. I don't know. I have it around. It's hard to remember all of these things, but the only Balvenie that I've reviewed on the channel, it was meh. I've had the rum cask, which was better, in my opinion. This one is totally interesting. It's like drinking a light sherried scotch without any sort of home. That just tastes delightful. Doublewood, yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think. I was stuck on whether it had an age statement on it. I'm pretty sure. Is it a 12-year? Justin, good job rejoining the Air Force. Good luck. Be honest, you saw Tom Cruise in that jumpsuit again and you really just couldn't hold yourself back, huh? Melissa, I hope your husband is not one for shirtless volleyball, because I might have some bad news for you. Of course, this coming right off of Memorial Day. But anyway, congratulations, Justin. Thank you for doing what you do. Air Force is a kick-ass group of people to join, and good luck. So, cheers to you. What's everybody's opinion of the Doublewood? Because like I said, I was just severely let down. I think it's a fine one to start out with. I just am like super unimpressed with it now. At least that's my opinion. All right, so I'm going to put this one to the side again because I really want to get to one more, because boy, do I just want to get to one Isla. I'm going to give myself 3 chances to pull an Isla from this thing, and if I can't, I'm going to pick whichever one has the highest ABV. All right, let's try this. Again, I keep forgetting to switch my scene. All right. No, stop it. Wheel of Doom. All right, here we go. Yellowstone. Nope. Crown Royal. Nope. You know, maybe I'll just keep pulling till I... Nope. I'm going to keep pulling until I pull an Isla of some sort. Bunnahabhain Toichita. Man, that's too bad because I actually really wanted to try that one. What's this one? Whistle Pig. Nope. Such a thing has never been seen on the Wheel of Doom. Driftless Glen Rye. What do we got? Glen Scotia. That's Campbelltown. Could have sworn I had a bunch of Isla on here. Kilkerran? No. What do I actually have for Isla here? I have 2 Port Charlottes, a Lagavulin, and a Bunnahabhain. Oh, wait, Bunnahabhain is Toichita. Okay, yeah, duh. I totally blanked. I always think of Bunnahabhain as... Yep, I just saw your message. I was going too fast there. All right, awesome, because I totally want to have this one. So, I'm going to pull out my favorite glass. This one is a... What is it? Maker? No, it's a Laphroaig glass coated in Maker's Mark wax. And we're going to go Bunnahabhain Toichita. Everybody should make a Wheel of Doom. The first version of the Wheel of Doom, I bought a barrel head from Home Depot. I stained it. I bought a rotisserie motor, and I drilled a hole in it, and then I cut a little piece of wood to fit into the hole. And I bought a little thing. It was like a ball-bearing, rotating thing. You can find it on Amazon very cheap. And then I built a little stand out of wood. The whole thing took like a couple hours minus staining, drying. So it was actually Talk Lock Aga. And I gave you that one. It's good stuff. Oh, pinch hitter. Well, thank you very much for giving me this one. I was wondering about this because I got them so long ago. I couldn't remember who sent these to me. So thank you very much. All right. So A Brutal Kitty. This one is for you. Congratulations on the new job. Let's see. Oh, it smells like glory. It smells so good. I love Bunnahabhain. This is now a whiskey ASMR episode. If you smell whiskey, it will smell good. I have long nails. No, sorry. I won't do that anymore. It's the worst. Why is ASMR a thing? Oh my gosh. All right. It smells delicious. It smells like peat smoke, but like not harsh whatsoever. I'm excited to taste this one. So cheers to you, A Brutal Kitty. Such words have never been spoken. Okay. Sorry, I'm making you wait on this one. This is a trip. I was super disappointed right at first because it was nothing. And then it just kind of kept going. The finish on this is longer than things. Excuse me. So it's all right, let's talk about this. So first off, let me throw up an image of this because again, scrolling with this thing, I might take it off. Boonabin. There we go. I've seen this one somewhat recently, and I thought about buying it, but longer than my fingernails, exactly. All right. What do I want to say about this? I need another sip. Okay. I guess the only thing I'm going to say about this is it's really yummy. Because that's what a man says is the word yummy. But no, it's just very in line with I love Bourbon. I love their 12. I love it for a lot of different reasons. I'm very excited that this one is better because I've heard, I forget what the pronunciation of the other one is. It's like an $80 pour. Begins with an S, I think. I've heard that one's not super good. So I was a little bit worried when I saw this one that maybe it wasn't going to be good. Oh, you only see half of my face? You sure do, because I'm going to get rid of this. All right. Well, I could have. Whatever. This one is really good. I'm not going to go too much into this because I also don't want to go over time because Clifton from Bourbon Bites is going on right after me, and this stream is actually going to redirect you automatically over there. So if you're lazy and you just want to sit on your couch and you don't want to do anything, you just want to sit there with your whiskeys that you've drank way too much of tonight because you had a great time here, just let it go. And go over to Bourbon Bites. And I'll probably join you over in the chat in a few minutes. So, anyway, thank you for joining me back here. It's really fun to be back. I will be doing another one of these next Thursday night, 9 p.m. So I hope that you will join me, and we will have an awesome time. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. I've got a lot of whiskey to drink. Holy crap. It's going to be great for me. So, thank you, everybody, and have a great rest of your day. Cheers.